All right, we're live.
Hello.
Hello and welcome to the Lemon Zach Show.
Welcome back to Two Boys, One Cast.
We're back once again. Sorry for the delay. Normally it will be, I think, a weekly thing if we can manage that.
Yeah, but new podcast, I'm sure there's growing pains for everyone.
Yeah.
Schedules and such. You can probably tell from the way that we're dressed that we're both busy men.
Every time you move, your camera goes so... You know what? We won't worry about it.
What do you mean? You're at like 144p right now. I can't even see your
really?
face.
Okay, maybe we both look bad to each other, because to me, I look crystal clear.
I mean, yeah, I look crisp as fuck. We'll fix it in post.
Yeah. So since the last time, wow, we've had a huge response. Almost 100 views on YouTube.
Yeah, buddy.
Some, 2 listens on Spotify.
A whole 2?
Yeah, 40 Instagram follows.
I swear to God, those 2 listens, one of them wasn't me. So, I mean, we're doing
I think
good.
The other one might have been Jordan pressing it to see if it worked. But that's neither here. We appreciate every single one.
That's great.
We appreciate every single one.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's only up from here, unless this one does worse, in which case it is down. Very possible.
Probably even.
Yeah. So I'm Lem, and you
I'm
are.
sorry, I don't like the way my hair looks right now.
Can you stop fiddling with your hair?
Yeah,
and
you're right.
introduce yourself?
You're right. Hi, I'm Zach.
Yeah. Okay, and this is episode 2. This week we've got less news than last time. So taking on the feedback from last time, it was... So basically my voice kept cutting out because I wasn't doing my microphone.
We got so many angry emails.
so many angry...
Troves and troves of... Basically, all 2 of our listeners were repeatedly emailing us, telling us.
And also that Zachary's quality wasn't up to scratch. So Zachary's got a mic.
Do they mean my quality as like a host or my video?
Just your general quality of life.
The way I make my decisions, everything is kind of just going up in smoke.
Yeah, so this week we're rectifying that things. We're living and learning. So this week we're going to talk about the anime season that's kind of coming to a close, the winter season.
A lot of great stuff. A lot of
mid-March.
big moments I need to talk about this week.
And then we're going to have a look forward to next season, see what's coming up. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Okay, where do you want to start? Okay, you're dancing to something. I need you to know that I can't hear it.
You can't hear the music?
I can't hear anything that's going on right now. So I'm glad you're having fun.
I'm gonna play it one more time, and hopefully it will work this time. Cut this bit out. Okay, without further ado, let's get to it. Nice.
It cuts quite abruptly, doesn't it?
Yeah, because I got tired of it.
Okay, excellent. Sure.
Alright. Straight into the news. First bit of news. Dakota Johnson has been cast as Madam Webb in we're not really sure if it's gonna Sony is still trying to build their Spider-Man universe without Spider-Man.
So Dakota Johnson is Madam Webb in something.
Some kind of Spider-Man related project.
Right. Or maybe because they're doing a lot of this weird bullshit, maybe she's just Madam Webb in a Madam Webb.
Yeah, she might just be hanging out with Morbius.
Hanging out with Morbius and Venom.
Yeah.
I don't even know what they would do together, to be honest.
You know Dakota Johnson.
Yeah.
Right? She's from movies. She was in 50 Shades of Grey.
A movie that I never saw, actually.
It wasn't great.
Really?
It had that really nice Weekend song though.
Oh, right, okay.
What else is she in? I think that's the only thing I've seen her in. She's in The Social Network in some capacity. I don't really remember what she.
Everyone's
who
in The
she was
Social
in.
Network.
You mean in real life?
Yeah, I'm making social commentary.
She's on Facebook. Everyone's on The Social Network these days, aren't we all? Yeah, as I've said, not really into what Sony's doing with their whole.
It just seems like
Spider-Man universe.
It seems like they're
thing.
making like a lot of weird choices. Here it is. So it's 50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades Darker, and 50 Shades Freed.
Okay, so an extensive library.
Almost 150 shades of
different varieties, many shades
of movie magic.
One actress.
So yeah, I don't know, but I think she's like, obviously I haven't seen 50 Shades, but just looking at her picture, I could see her in a Madam Web type role. And again,
yeah, because it depends. Because
then again, like
most people know Madam Web from that 90s Spider-Man cartoon, where she was an old woman.
Yeah. And
I don't think Dakota Johnson is really. She's not old enough to play old Madam Web unless they're going to do something weird, like when they were. The Sony emails that got leaked, and they were planning to make like an Aunt May spin-off film where she's like a spy, like she's like a CIA agent. So they might be trying to do something weird like that, like
Jesus Christ,
old lady, Madam Web action film.
We can come back to this later, but I just feel like these execs are running out of ideas.
Like, this was years ago as well. They were already like scraping the bottom of the barrel.
They're grasping at straws for so much stuff. Like I know we're going to talk about it later, but I'm think the same thing about this Lightyear movie that's coming out as well.
Really, you don't? Yeah. Okay, we'll talk about that.
But yeah, good for Dakota Johnson, I suppose.
Yeah, if the movie's good. If not, then bad for her.
I mean,
because they could also be doing like, I think one of the women who is Spider-Woman, either Jessica Drew or Silk, or one of the Spider-Women has now become Madam Web in the comic books. So they might go down that route if they're going for a younger casting. But then, like, again, none of it will have any relation to anything. They'll put
anything that's important to us.
Yeah, they'll put out whatever it is, and if it makes money, then they'll
keep going.
Try and fold it into the MCU.
Yeah. God, okay. Well, yeah, what's next?
Yeah. Next. So, this is just like a quick thing that I thought was funny. In the midst of Kanye West's insanity over the past couple of weeks, he mentioned that he broke into Kim Kardashian's house to steal his Akira comics. And I was like, nice. Nice, a classic anime reference.
Kanye,
like, it doesn't matter where you go.
Kanye West
it's out there.
It's really, really funny, yeah, but Kanye's going crazy.
Yeah,
like, he's going insane. He's going so crazy that his next album is going to be incredible. It's going to be
off the
it's
wall.
Going to be insane.
Crazy shit.
I mean, I've just been seeing so many tweets. Like, I've been doing that thing where someone will be going, I don't know, something ridiculous, like, Kanye just bought a zoo to show Kim how much he loves her, and I'll literally go to his Instagram to check, because I can't.
And there he is at the zoo, next to the giraffe. The giraffe's wearing one of his oversized puffer jackets.
Yeah, the giraffe's upside down, like at the Super Bowl. He's spitting.
Yeah, it's like, it's either going to be like the greatest album that he's done in a long time, or it's going to be like 11 tracks, all Pete Davidson diss tracks, nonsensical over the same beat,
which I'm sure
there's no in between.
Which I'm sure Pete Davidson would love, by the way.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
Pete Davidson's so excited for his next stand-up special.
It's gonna be great. Like,
yeah, we're gonna get some fire stuff out of this.
He doesn't have to do a damn thing either. Like, I don't think he's even really like responded to all of the crazy stuff that Kanye's been saying.
The only thing he's done in response is write Kanye a really nice text message, and then Kanye screenshotted it and posted it like, "Fuck you."
I mean, to be fair though, if you're in Kanye's position, would you want to would you want a text message from?
I wouldn't be acting like this. I wouldn't.
I mean, no, fair enough. Neither of us would be in Kanye's position, but if we did somehow find ourselves there, would you? Okay, hang on, I gotta go piss. Oh, whoa, what a nasty rip, bro.
Alright, back from piss. Nice.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I guess that brings us nicely to our next piece of news. Not that they're related. Did we talk about that Doctor Strange trailer?
Ah, yes. Doctor Strange 2.
Woo.
Even stranger.
It's even stranger than the last time.
Doctor Strange,
can it get any weirder than this?
Doctor Strange 2, PhD in mystery. I did really enjoy the trailer though. I think
that trailer. That trailer looked nasty.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell what was going on.
because it's madness.
Do you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of those memes that are like, name one thing in this picture. Because like the whole time I was like, wait, who is that? There was like one bit with this old man with like 8 arms growing out of him.
Yeah, that's something
Figures
that I have,
just flying around.
That's something that I have no frame of reference for.
Yeah,
the man with 8 arms. Apparently, people are saying that Charles Xavier is going to be in the film because of that one shot of a white man's left ear.
I think that was Patrick Stewart's voice.
Everyone just seemed to be going crazy for.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, I mean, I guess like, you know, if we do like almost like a scene by scene trailer breakdown, starts off with Wong, who is always just in the middle of his own shit.
Yeah. Wong is always like he's on the verge of leaving at every
injured.
time.
He's injured again. He's back from his trip to the
Shang-Chi.
He's
back from his Shang-Chi cameo.
He's ready. He's bright. He's fresh. The first time we see him in the trailer, he's cut up, bruised, and bleeding again.
Yeah.
Officially the Sorcerer Supreme. Yeah. I think still, which I really like.
Yeah. I like that. Wanda's trying to play the victim. Like she's trying to play the sexism card. Like, so I enslave a bunch of people and suddenly I'm the bad guy, and then you do a couple spells and everybody loves you. She's like, bullshit. I mean, bullshit to that.
To be fair, in Wanda's defense, I don't know if it's even defense, but like she did it by accident.
Doctor Strange is constantly just messing with stuff
on purpose. He's funny. He's doing it for kicks. He's the worst Sorcerer Supreme ever. He's literally, he's the worst guy. No, he should not be given. You really want to give the title of Sorcerer Supreme to someone who does 90 on a curvy motorway, and then gets himself put in the hospital.
He doesn't even drive with both hands on the wheel. And he's in charge of protecting our reality. He's a very reckless wizard.
The holder of the time, very reckless wizard.
He's
most reckless wizard I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't know a more reckless wizard.
I mean, and there are a few. Like, if we had a list,
yeah,
Gandalf is up there. But Jesus Christ, you know, I watched that first.
Who's the most reckless? The most reckless
wizard, like.
Definitely Doctor Strange. Harry Potter, I'd say. You know,
Voldemort.
I'd say
Voldemort he's incredibly cold, he's incredibly calculating.
Voldemort's the most racist wizard. He's not.
Well, yeah.
I wouldn't say he's the most reckless.
Voldemort is a huge bigot. That's true.
The most bigoted wizard.
That's a whole separate list.
Yeah. Dumbledore, the most retroactively gay wizard.
Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, just makes book 6 fabulous. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's just got to be Doctor Strange. He is the most reckless wizard. I mean, technically, if we're talking about like the Marvel universe, I guess Wanda is the most reckless wizard. But again, she did it by accident, so it doesn't.
Yeah. Wanda doesn't even know Wanda didn't even know that she was doing magic.
Yeah, I mean,
until very recently.
But in this trailer, she now I guess she now knows what magic is, which is fun.
Yeah, I think at one point you see her, she's like talking to herself. She's looking at herself doing the reckless magic and maybe trying to stop her. I don't know.
She's just like, oh, girl, what is he doing?
She's, oh no. Oh no, girl.
Come on. We're better than this. Come on.
Oh, we're gonna get in so much trouble.
Wouldn't it be so great if you could go back and retroactively give yourself a pep talk before you make a huge mistake?
I think there's like a Ryan Reynolds movie that's coming out. I should have lined up the trailer for us to talk about.
The Adam Project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he goes back in time and he gives himself a good talking to.
I don't know if I like it.
I like anything that he's in.
That's the thing. I've known for a long time that Ryan Reynolds was my one true love. But
yeah.
but
I've got a huge man crush on Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, but and I'm glad that he just gets to do whatever he wants now. Like he can just do whatever movie he feels like, because Deadpool was just that popular.
Yeah.
But this film, it's like,
what does it look worse than the Rock as a jewel thief with Gal Gadot?
People loved Red Notice, by the way, which fucking shocked me.
That film is so funny. I love when didn't he shoot an RPG at a helicopter?
Yes, he
did.
Like,
goes
through
one door and out the other.
But this kind of just backs up the theory that I have that The Rock can do anything.
Yeah.
Remember when we watched that movie where the plot was The Rock, except he had a prosthetic leg, and then he used.
Wait,
and then he
is that
ended
the one where it's called like Tall Building?
It's called The Rock in a Tall Building. Yeah,
is it Tall Building, or is
it's
it
gonna
like...
be something stupid like Skyscraper or something?
Yeah.
No, it's actually called Skyscraper.
Scaffolding. Because he's got to climb this really tall building.
Yeah, with his prosthetic leg.
Yep,
Skyscraper.
Yeah.
and he ends up turning his prosthetic leg. It's actually it's a positive message, I suppose. But what I don't like about it is that it's just The Rock. It's just The Rock does whatever he wants. He defies physics whenever he feels like he needs to. It's irritating, to be honest.
I forgot what we were talking about.
We were talking about Doctor Strange. Sorry.
Yes, Doctor Strange. That movie is going to be good. Spoilers. Well, it's not like spoilers. It's just rumors,
it's just
apparently Tom Cruise is pretty much confirmed to be in it as an alternate version of Iron Man.
Oh,
because he was before RDJ, they were thinking about Tom Cruise, and he like screen tested and stuff, and it was apparently down to the two of them.
Oh, I don't think I would have liked a Tom Cruise Iron Man. I think it would be. It'd be funny in a different way. I've seen the Mission Impossibles.
Do you know what it would be if Tom Cruise was Iron Man?
What?
He'd be like, "Fuck the CGI, put me in the suit." He's so obsessed with doing his own stuff. He'd be like, "Mr. Cruise, it's not philly possible for this suit.
We don't have."
He's like,
and then he would go. Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps.
The movies would be very different.
Worse, probably.
Tom Cruise. Yeah, definitely worse.
I thought that could work because, like, Tom Cruise, like, people love Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise used to be the guy. I think where I become disillusioned with Tom Cruise is after he gets to, Mission Impossible 5, the same Mission Impossible as Mission Impossible 2, and it's just it just goes on from there. Mission Impossible, the same movie 6 or 7 times, and then
apparently they're reaching some kind of finale.
I think they're going to do
Fast and Furious. The next 2 movies are going to be a send off. No, well, apparently, I read it somewhere. The next couple of movies are going to be a send off for Ethan Hawke, Tom Cruise's character.
I mean, it's about time. Like, how many times can your government betray you?
They betray him every time.
I mean, like,
and then he's like, okay,
like 6 times in a row.
If you guys do this again, I'm gonna be very mad.
Hey, I swear to God, I'm gonna be super peeved if you guys try and kill me again.
I'm gonna be PO'd.
Okay, so
Yeah,
what
he's
do you
apparently
think
going to be superior Iron Man.
of-
Have you read those comics?
I only know about the Superior Spider-Man, to be honest.
So I think Superior Iron Man, I think it came first. It's like it's after Extremis. So after he develops Extremis and just becomes super powerful.
Mm-hmm.
It might even be based in the future. There was definitely a Secret Wars thing on it, so you might get to that in your Secret Wars read through.
My journey through Secret Wars.
I think
I'll take you to Comic Corner later. I'll give you an update about where I'm at.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of ridiculous stuff happening in Secret Wars right now.
Yeah,
or I guess in 2015.
Yeah, so I think he joins the Illuminati, and the Illuminati is Reed Richards, Iron Man,
the Black Panther,
Black Panther, and Professor X, which I think was that like panel of dudes that we saw when you hear Patrick Stewart's voice in the trailer.
I see.
So yeah, something big, some big stuff is going on. Cannot discern what the story is in any way, but they've shown us a lot of stuff.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So I mean, to be fair, what I do like from trailers is like I don't want to know the whole story. From a trailer, from the first trailer, I want to be excited and vaguely confused, and that's what they've achieved.
They only do that in these movies. The only trailers that give me that are Nolan movies and these MCU movies. Every other trailer just gives you a beat by beat of the story from start to finish.
This is the villain. This is the plot. This is how he dies.
Yeah,
you didn't even need. I didn't even want you to come and see it.
You can come see it if you like. Our next piece of news, the Lightyear trailer.
Yeah. Okay.
Buzz Lightyear. I think this movie fucks. I think this movie's gonna fuck.
Yeah, this movie's gonna slap. I watched the trailer. I liked it. A couple things that I didn't know about the. I thought he just had a purple buzz cut and no ears. I didn't realize that was a hood that he had over his shit.
You didn't realize it was a do-rag. A government issued do-rag for all space soldiers.
A USA sanctioned do-rag.
He's got waves on.
He's been preparing for his mission since the jump. You can't be an astronaut if you don't have waves. That's why. But
that being said, he looks like the type of guy who would get angry at black people for wearing do-rags. He does. The way they've modeled his character.
Yeah, he looks like such a Chris Pratt. Like,
yeah, he
devout.
But worse though, like exactly. He looks like a super Christian dude. He looks like he'd argue that the wage gap doesn't exist. He's
definitely a guy who misses how things used to be, which ruins a lot of the Toy Story experience for me.
He's like, hey, look, I'm not on anyone's side. Trump has some points.
I'm not racist, but
that should be the tagline. Like, I'm not racist, but it actually looked really good. Like
I was surprised.
It didn't look like a kids movie at all. Like they did that trailer like a proper action movie.
It's animated. It looks like a kids movie. It definitely looks like a kids movie.
No. But I mean, from the way the trailer was set up.
Yeah, but like that's the
it
same.
Looked like some tense stuff was going on.
Same with all action movie stuff. Like
I haven't seen anything like that from Pixar type animation shit since like The Incredibles.
That's true. See,
trailers.
I was gonna say that is really what it reminded me of. I guess they just don't do like
good shit like that anymore.
No, they don't do just like these human dudes. He looks exactly like Mr. Incredible.
Yeah,
basically pixel for pixel.
He looks like a thinner Mr. Incredible.
Less jacked Mr. Incredible.
That trailer was good. I was very impressed with that trailer.
See,
I need to look up the voice because I think is the voice of the cat. What's his name? Woody. I can't remember his name. His son's Jamaican.
Really narrows it down.
Wait.
Yeah, look him up.
Tom Hanks.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the voice of that little cat in the trailer?
Well, I mean, find out.
Don't even think it is.
Well, that's a shame. That would have been cool.
Because I felt like it sounded like it.
Tom Hanks and whoever Buzz Lightyear's voice
Peter
actor.
Son.
Yeah, whoever Buzz Lightyear's voice actor back in business doing it again.
But I don't even think they've got that original dude back, Tim Allen.
Why would they not?
No, Chris Evans is Buzz Lightyear.
Oh yeah, you see,
Captain America.
That's what I That's exactly what it reminded me of. He's so Captain America. He's like, oh yes, please, the U.S. government.
Yeah.
And all up in my pants and my do-rag.
He's standing up there like, you can't do that. Yeah. I'm definitely going to be watching that movie at least a couple of times.
I have a wider problem with I guess the franchise, or maybe just the industry as a whole. Now, I'm of the opinion that these executives really have just run out of ideas, and they keep on going back to these wells of things that did really well, and sort of pulling just spin-offs and sequels and Frozen 2 and Frozen, but this time she's Spanish, and and it's really disappointing to me, because obviously I am excited for this movie. I love Toy Story, but now I'm looking at sort of the makeup of what the next 10 years of these kids movies are going to be, and none of these kids are even really going to know where the fuck that was from. You think someone who's going to see Lightyear in cinemas has also seen Toy Story 1? It just doesn't. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I think to be fair, there are new ones coming out like that. Encanto movie
has Frozen, but she's Spanish.
Yeah. That's what you're talking about. There's not a lot of I know what you mean. There's not a lot of new IP coming out.
And
they're just trying to build franchises
all over the shop
around what's success. But I think it's like you said, it's the studios. But when something does break through, then it just gets turned into a franchise anyway, because that's what's doing well.
See, but I'm just thinking
it's because of the MCU.
I know. It's like a blessing and a double-edged sword, because I'm looking back and 80s, 90s, noughties, and it's just had all of these original titles coming out, these just classic movies, different stories, different worlds, great acting, new characters, and now I like seeing cameos. I like seeing my favorite characters from this movie and that movie, but I would also love to see a range of diverse storytelling and people pushing themselves, being in different roles, like how we used to get. And I'm not on anyone's side, and I'm not saying that I miss the good old days. But I just think I don't know. I just wish, my hope for the future would be that there's more original stuff coming out. Just brings me back to this idea that maybe they're people just run out of original ideas.
Or maybe our best days are behind us. This country's in the shitter. It used to be a real country.
back when Blair was in charge.
Yeah, sentiments like that. Things of that nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Which is why I think we should be turning our attention to the East, because in the anime world, shit's just constantly popping off, going crazy, and it won't stop.
1,000 isekais every season.
Yeah, I know I'm also wrong. Isekai, and 10 more years of isekai.
Exactly. In Japan, it's every season someone has been transported to a fantasy world.
Oh God,
at least 6 of them. I haven't even watched any of this season. I've been really behind on it. Normally I watch actually, no, that's a lie. I've watched 3. One of them was a second season as well.
Yeah, I mean, okay, well, which ones have come out this season?
Wait. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, okay. I mean, to be honest, usually with conversations, you kind of just let them flow. But
that's not how a podcast works.
Sure, podcast Nazi, that's cool. Yeah, you do it however you want to. God.
I am the podcast dictator. The conversation shall go where I please.
Alright.
How dare you try and freeform this shit?
This is what I mean. New ideas are never appreciated.
Exactly. We've established a set formula and a franchise.
Yeah. Okay, wait. So, was there anything else you want to say about the Lightyear trailer? I am excited for it. Zurg looks like he's going to be a problem.
Yeah, but I do want him to speak. I don't want him to just be some bigger monster.
Does that ever fuck you up, being over 20 and having to say Zurg in a serious sentence?
No, I never stopped watching cartoons. There was no point in my life where I stopped watching cartoons. There's never Like,
because I know, because I get you.
How old were we when I watched Toy Story 3? I was crying like a bitch in the cinema.
That's unfair.
Oh
Everyone
God.
was crying like a bitch during Toy Story 3.
Weeping.
How could you not?
Heavily.
How could you? If you didn't cry like a bitch during Toy Story 3, then you have no soul.
Do you remember when we were younger? My party trick used to be reciting the entirety of Toy Story 1, like the whole script along with the video.
Stage directions, yeah. Oh boy, you sure were fun at parties. But
I was such a little weirdo. So I used to watch that. Mum just used to put it on, just shut me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it worked.
So
really well.
So this is a pretty big deal for me. This movie. I'm glad that it looks good.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I will definitely concede. Like, I am going to see it. It's just the wider implications of the stuff.
Where we're heading.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do about that, though. We'll worry about that as it happens. Okay. Last piece of news. Cloudfare are getting sued for 400 million yen. So Cloudfare are basically, they're like a streaming hosting site thing. So like all the sites that aren't Crunchyroll and Funimation that show anime, Cloudflare normally like hosts a lot of their shit, and that's how we pirate stuff.
Yeah.
That's how people pirate stuff. Whoa. Cut that.
That's how some people, all right?
That's how things would be. I've heard if people were to pirate, that's how. That's how I hear they do.
If hypothetically one was going to pirate a show, they would use Cloudflare? Is it? I honestly haven't heard much about them.
Cloudfare. But yeah, so they like provide to like 9 Anime, and like they probably used to provide to Master Anime and Kiss Anime and all that stuff. So
which is a weird name for a website, by the way.
Japanese
kind of just
paper,
like
the Asahi Shinbun.
Excuse me?
They reported on Sunday. Well, this is probably last Sunday. That publishers Kodansha, Shueisha, and Shogakukan have decided to file a lawsuit against the American internet infrastructure company Cloudflare.
Jesus.
Cloudflare. Either one. I'll cut this bit out. So they're taking them to court in Tokyo, but they're basically saying, well, we're American, so you can't really touch us. There's actually no direct copyright infringement.
How fucking
we're not really involved.
The American people.
They're like, we're not really involved. We're just there, and people use the site to host the shit. So you need to go after the people who are doing it. Which is like 400 million yen is like $3.5 million.
Yeah.
And so if this goes through, we might lose like people might lose a lot of the pirated sites that they're using to pirate this anime.
Lem, we don't have the legal representation for you to be slipping up like this. We can't do it, alright? You need to get your shit together.
Not me. I have a Crunchyroll subscription.
Not me, I repeat, not me. We're talking about other people.
I guess... What was I going to say? Yeah, I guess it's nice to see these big production and publishing companies not going after small YouTubers anymore. And now maybe starting to target like actual piracy companies.
But again, I can understand. I mean, here's the thing.
A lot of this stuff just isn't that easy accessible over here.
Yeah,
and it's expensive.
But here's the thing. Like, I understand why you have to go after people who pirate stuff. But alternatively, and again, not me, but I understand why some people need to pirate stuff. Like, it's not easy to access. And to be honest, if someone was like to me, there is a sea of great content just behind a wall, and you have to commit one tiny
harmless crime.
One tiny little crime. No one's even going to find out, and barely anybody gets hurt. Like, it's understandable why somebody would do that, but at the same time, I have to think that like we're not going to keep on getting these shows if people don't pay for them. Obviously, I'm sitting in my ivory tower here because I don't even pay for the Crunchyroll account that I use.
Using my Crunchyroll account.
Yeah, but I like so. But I know it's like I don't know, it's a difficult situation for me to weigh in on, because I can see both sides. I can see why both things are necessary.
Yeah.
I guess to all the people who pirate their anime, my advice is just, don't get caught.
Yeah.
Otherwise you're fucked.
The main thing is that I think obviously less money will go to the creators, which is bad.
Mm-hmm.
Also the numbers, it affects the numbers. Like if people are watching everything pirated and then a company gets back their numbers, and then an anime that's supposedly really popular has really no numbers, they're going to discontinue it and it's not going to get another season.
Exactly.
Which is another negative. But then also on the other hand, like, it's expensive. Actually, it's expensive.
See,
people can't. A lot of people can't afford like
same shit happened to me.
Crunchyroll, Funimation. Like,
have you ever watched that show, Classroom of the Elite?
Yeah.
Right. So that was like a great show, right?
Yeah.
Well, you don't sound convinced, but I'm not gonna let. I'm not gonna let you finish anyway. I'm gonna let you finish, but first. So that's a great show.
Yeah.
That's a great show, right? And you know what? They did the first 12 episodes. It was good. It was interesting. I read the manga. It gets so much better from that point on. But because at this point, it wasn't on Crunchyroll, like, it was very difficult for people to find it anywhere. It only got one season because it's like, it's just a show. Like, there's a huge cult following of it. I'm actually one of the cult followers. I'm reading volume 15 of the light novel online now, because I'm
the light
yes,
novel?
like, I'm that addicted to the show.
Damn.
Like, it's literally.
I don't think I've ever gone that far with anything.
I know, it's weird. This is like, it's the first and only thing that I've read, like, to completion. No innuendo. But I mean, and it's a real shame. I mean, like, if I was in charge, if I was the master of the anime,
1,000 seasons. 1,000 seasons of Fast Food.
100 isekais. 1,000 isekais more. One more isekai. What? The people are starving? Then let them eat isekai.
Transport them to my fantasy world.
Oh, man. See, the problem with that is that I really like isekais. It's like, honestly, it's up there as like my favorite kind. But so many of them are garbage.
It's just so easy to do. It's just so easy.
So simple. Like, did you see the trailer for the second season of Shield Hero?
No.
Nonsense.
Oh, wait.
No.
Complete
and utter nonsense.
Has Shield Hero gone down the shitter as well?
Yeah, okay, so you watch it. I'm gonna go and get another drink.
Okay, yeah, let me watch that.
Your face when you watch stuff is hilarious.
What?
What
does it look like?
You just stare so vacantly, like a smile on your face. You literally are a kid. I can tell you never stopped watching cartoons.
I'll edit in me watching it with some music over the top of it. Because I wasn't looking at what my face was.
Yeah.
That looked... It looks like more of the same with the stakes are lower. Everything that made the first season different is now gone.
Yeah.
And it's just another...
that kind of sucks as well. That happens like a lot with these shows. It's like, it's literally...
They do an isekai with a twist.
Isekai with a twist, and then by the end of season 1, the twist is untwisted.
Yeah.
And it's just more isekai. But then again, there are certain isekai that tend to stand out.
You gotta get a bit closer to your mic.
How's this? Is this
a bit more? A bit closer?
I mean, yeah, but at the same... Oh, Jesus. at the same time, there's certain isekai that tend to stand out. So let me talk about a couple from like this last season. So,
are we getting into the main topic already?
Oh, what is that? Is that the main topic?
Do you not remember what the main topic was?
I don't listen when you talk. Is that crazy? Is that bad to say?
Our topic is the winter season that's just gone, and looking into the spring season, which is about to begin.
Okay. Hey. That transition was naughty. That was crazy.
Yeah, you tried to cheat me out of my intro.
You're getting better at this.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what?
So yeah, I guess you had some stuff you wanted to say.
So I'll start with one that finished pretty recently.
Very quickly, I have to use the toilet.
Of course you do. Yeah.
I'm back.
Okay. Yeah.
See how we're doing for time. Making good time.
Good. Yeah. I just a quick update. I sent our uncle a happy birthday message, and in his response, he spelled my name wrong, which is just the biggest slap in the heart that you can ever really.
That's great.
Never really. Okay.
That's what you get.
That's what I get for remembering his birthday.
Yeah.
All right.
How dare he?
So I was talking about The Faraway Paladin. You see this show? You like this show?
You read about this? You haven't read about this? No, I haven't. I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it?
There was a lot that I missed this season.
Okay, well then you missed out
but
on
you
a
can
banger.
talk about it.
So,
yeah.
Faraway Paladin, it's your classic isekai, right?
Yeah.
Boy, actually, well, I guess it's not super classic because it's actually like good. So, boy, he leaves high school. He does a death, and he reincarnates as a baby into this world of magic. Except
okay, so Mushoku Tendon style
stuff up, just like basically yes, but he's raised by these 3 monsters.
Oh,
yeah, that's the twist. That's
the twist.
Yeah, it's like the 3 stages of the Prestige. That's the pledge, and then
every time,
every
time, high school, death, the twist.
But it's good. So yeah, it's really good. Like, what I like about, I think now what's making the difference between me about like plain old isekais and like isekais I'll actually find myself going back to and watching is well, I guess the devil is in the details, right? So it's in it's in the world building. Sorry, you can't see me counting on this. It's in the world building. It's in the lore. It's in how detailed the writing is, and the stories and the characters. It's in all of these things that make up a fantastic show when they're done right and done consistently right.
There's only so much you can do with your one twist.
Exactly.
So it can't rely
you have to have a good foundation.
Yeah. I think another very strong foundation is a power system that is the power system either needs to be very mysterious that we're not quite sure how
what the fuck is going on, so nobody can question it.
Or it needs to be like very interesting and quite rigorous. Like I think Slime Isekai is like it's it's quite well defined, but also when they explain stuff they do it so quickly that some stuff kind of whizzes past you. I think the power system in Slime Isekai works really well. And then ReZero's got the opposite, where we have really no idea what any of it means.
But it just looks nice. It's just my favourite thing ever. Yeah. I mean, I could talk about...
That's the one with the strongest twist. But yeah, we're not going to talk about all this.
We should... Okay, so, we should just do an episode on it, and that way I can prepare notes and explain to all 2 of our listeners why ReZero is the best isekai of all isekai.
ReZero is undisputedly the best isekai.
But you know what? Like the Faraway Paladin, if I can see where it's going,
I need to watch it.
Yeah, you definitely need to watch it. If I can see where it's going, and as well as Jobless Reincarnation, Mushoku Tensei, which is far and away. I was reading up about that, and it turns out people refer to it as sort of like the grandfather of isekai. which like kind of
What
means
did
it was
did
like,
the manga come out a while
it
ago?
was like pretty early, and it was like the first one that everyone considers, oh yeah, these guys did it right. And I can see that from the show. But do you know what actually won? I'm talking about the Crunchyroll Anime Awards now. You know what actually won Best Isekai? It was Slime Season 2.
The the less good season of
Yeah,
of slime, the slime Isekai.
The lesser season of Slime. It's just.
But is Crunchyroll is public vote?
Yeah, it's a
isn't it?
popularity contest, and the public are stupid. It's just, I don't know. It's just disappointing to see, really, because
Was Michiko Tenzi on there?
definitely,
Like it was nominated.
yeah, it was definitely nominated.
Nah, that is crazy.
Fucking nuts.
But another very important thing about isekai is obviously the boobies. The fan service does come into it a lot. That's a lot of the reason. That's a lot of what attracts me to a lot of the trashy ones.
Yeah, that's an important thing. See, when you don't have the pledge, the term, or the prestige.
If you have
you
nothing
turn to
else,
you turn to the boobs.
At least let there be the boobies.
Which is what God said on the 8th day. And so like it's
exact words, exact quote.
But it's like,
if nothing else, let there be boobies.
it's irritating because like that's a huge part of like a lot of anime. And like I don't want to make sweeping statements that are going to get me in trouble, but like the people who work at these studios are perverts. It's crazy they can get away with some of this. Like, have you seen High School of the Dead?
Something's very wrong at the top.
Imagine
how many levels of production do these things go through? And no one's like, hang on a second, she's just walking down the stairs. Do we need 3D motion around her breast and a revolving camera going up her skirt? Has anyone looked at this? It's like 5 minutes of the episode. We could put some story.
It's like, imagine being an animator on your first day, and you take a scene to your like, I don't know, to the big boss, and he's like, yeah, this is great, this is everything we wanted, this is everything we needed, but where are the tits?
So the only thing you're missing, all great, love the lighting, you know, the spacing, everything. You're missing the BP. The what? The boob physics. Just the... You see here, the wind blows, no ripple, and nothing. They're static. We can't have that.
What we employ here is we actually use a wind to breast gradient. So if there's... See, let me draw you a graph.
Paul, do you have the diagram? Can you get that at the back?
We actually have a PowerPoint that you were supposed to see an introduction, but it's nuts. It's a huge part of it. So, and I'm not going to pretend that I'm above it. When there's a show that I know it's going to be garbage. I know it's going to be garbage. I'm sure of it. Like, I'm certain in my heart and soul, I know it's going to be trash. But sometimes I just can't help it.
One show in particular comes to mind,
which is
World End Harem, that came out this season.
I haven't seen it because
came across
no. But here's the thing, right? I have to draw a line somewhere. Okay, I have to draw a line somewhere. You can have your boobs.
The premise for this show.
You can have your harem bait trash. You can have whatever you want. But if the word harem is in the title of the show, it just means I'm not watching it for anything other than the harem. I can't do it.
In my opinion, not talking about this show today because this show is something else entirely, but I think harem is just another subgenre of romance, slice of life anime. Like it's one of those tags.
To be honest, harem is similar to shonen in terms that it is a power fantasy.
Yeah, it's a power fantasy, and it's got its own tropes. It's a huge genre in anime. This show, the premise alone is so funny. So the premise is, a guy, he lives in the future, he has a disease, and he's put into cryosleep so that his disease can be cured. He awakens and finds that he is one of 5 men left on the planet. After a disease ravages the world, killing only men.
Oh, man.
And now he is the population's only chance of survival. because
just another
these
thing.
women need to mate with him.
See, no, all I'm imagining is Chris Evans in The Line of Duty. He's been ordered by the U.S. government to repopulate the planet.
It's so funny.
You know you can't do that here.
It's like they say, like, America is like the land of opportunity, but really it's Japan. You can have a wet dream and put pen to paper in it. And you can 5 years down the line,
it's come to
animated.
life. I never want someone emailing me telling me how much they love my wet dream, though. That's like that seems super personal. Anyway, but we've been talking about. Oh wait, no, you were talking about the harem anime.
Oh yeah, I was talking about World End Harem. That's trash. Don't like watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Or watch it. I don't know. It's not.
I'm not going to recommend it, but you should definitely check it out. I guess.
I mean, check it out. Okay. There was another trash isekai like called Fruit of Evolution.
Oh,
did you watch any of that? About the gorilla that turns into a hot girl.
Which is, yeah. Peter was having a riot. So, but like, because that's like, could have been half decent. That was a premise. Yeah, that was a premise that I enjoyed. Like the premise, the pledge and the pledge and the time. I really enjoyed it, but it had no prestige.
Yeah,
there was no prestige.
Yeah. But yeah, we don't need to waste your time talking about that. Yeah, it's very nothing.
Okay. So we want to talk about more stuff this season.
Okay,
should we talk about the big ones?
I'm going to tell you my highlights for this season. I'm going to tell you one that was my highlight the first half, and then I didn't like it by the end of it.
Hang on.
86.
Our mum's calling me. I want to talk about the 86, but...
Yeah.
Hello? What's up? Okay.
Hello.
So, the 86...
Yeah.
Honestly, I've never really been like a huge fan of those the mech shows.
3D automated mechas.
No, just like mechs in general. Like
what, Neon Genesis?
I mean, yeah, like I liked it, but it was just never like my favorite thing, right? Like
About Gurren Lagann.
I know. I'm telling you, like.
Okay, sorry.
I'm telling you, relax, chill out. I'm just telling you, I liked it, but it's never really been. Like, people fighting each other in giant robots has never really been my thing. I didn't even like Transformers, which isn't really the same vein. I did like Ratatouille, though. Ratatouille was the best mech anime I've ever seen.
Top 3 mech anime, yeah. Ratatouille.
But with the 86, concept, execution, characters, loved it. I really, really liked it. But the only thing is, are they ever gonna let me watch the end of the fucking show? Like, it got.
Is it not over yet?
It got.
I thought I had like an episode.
No, it got to like episode 12. They left. They went away to the Badlands or whatever. Huge break. Came back with the second half of the season. Got to episode 21. Massive cliffhanger.
Is it not the end?
No, it's not finished. Or if it is finished, that's the stupidest ending to anything ever.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually ridiculous. Like, I really like the show. Are they gonna let me finish it?
Yeah.
It's sadistic at this point.
I agree with you that the CG mecha fighting was of no interest to me at all. None of the action scenes moved me in any way.
Not really.
But I liked the themes and I liked the story. And like the way they'd like do half the episode looking at the commander's point of view, and then the half of the episode looking at their point of view and stuff. And like it was just well directed and all that stuff.
Issue with that show is I think it's giving me like a sort of like a gilf kind of thing, because now I really like girls with white hair, and you don't get that naturally, and you don't get that naturally in the world unless
in the young women. Yeah, but then I'm like, okay, I get it. The kids are sad, but they're like, also kind of like
you can't boil down a war-torn country to I get it. The kids are sad.
At what point do I stop feeling sorry for these kids? They got out and they're like, but we got to do more war. Like, what? What are you?
Sorry, guys.
Everyone's like, okay, chill.
I know you just got me out of this room. I got like war at 6, and I can't get out of it. I swear. But like, it's like
They've
the
all
whole
just made
thing
like a
is-
suicide pact and will not rest until
the
they're
whole
all
thing is like
completely dead.
they've been sort of like brainwashed almost. They've been like indoctrinated into this thing. See, I've been watching this show, right? Have you seen the show Hannah? I don't know why you would. It's on Amazon Prime, so like that's.
I also have Amazon. I am also on Mum's Amazon.
It's already
Prime,
a long
so-
shot. I don't know how many people use Amazon Prime for anything. But like this, so
I thought you were calling me broke.
that's
Like,
your insecurity showing, because I was doing nothing of the sort. That's all you.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen that show. It's Hannah
So basically, it's
Montana. Do you mean?
I'm gonna go with no. So it's the show about this girl. She when she's born, her mother signs her away to a company. The company do some sort of in vitro science to make her like she's like genetically altered with the DNA of a wolf. So but no, don't put your ears down, you furry. She's not.
No, I'm not.
She's a normal human girl with just like traits of just like wolf-like traits. Like an aunt's hearing.
What, she shits in the house?
She like scriptures behind the ears, and then that's her superpower. But yeah, so basically, then
Is this animated or
it's
is
like
it live action?
it's real people.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to tell you. I want to tell you about this other show that I'm watching afterwards. But wait, so her mum decides to go back on it. A security guard who works at this company then decides to steal the baby back for her.
Yeah.
And then her mother dies in the ensuing chase, and she's raised by this baby. But then later on,
She's raised by another baby.
shut up. She's raised by the security guard who steals her.
Okay.
That'd be a fucking crazy show. He brings her to another baby to raise her, and then it sounds like a
Baby on
It sounds
baby.
like, what?
That's what I'd call it, baby on
That's
baby.
a terrible name for anything.
And then you could have the baby guest star, or he could do the theme song. Theme song every time. I'm going baby on baby. Dun, dun, dun.
Stop. So, yeah.
It's the baby raising 2 kids. That's the sitcom that's called Baby on Baby. I'd watch that.
That's good. But write that down. Write that down. write that down. Okay. Yeah, but then, so, basically, that program gets scrapped because she escapes, right?
Yeah.
Then, a couple of years later, they start a new program. And it's like, so it's the same. It's like a group of girls who are all brainwashed, basically made into killing machines, right?
Yeah.
And then, when given the chance to escape, right, they feel like they don't escape because they don't know anything about the outside world. They don't know what's there waiting for them. They've been indoctrinated into this life, right? And it's sort of like, it's like a brainwashing thing. Like, you can't really escape, the way that you were raised, as hard as you try.
Yeah, you can't. The real prison is their own minds.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Wow. Fucking Nietzsche over here, just laying down the foot. Oh,
It's pretty deep. It's
God
pretty
damn.
deep.
I feel like I'm drowning in your wisdom. But yes, basically, essentially that's it. So I can understand.
Yeah.
I can understand, I guess, the mindset that they're going through in the 86, which is why
Yeah,
I really need to see where they
They're
end
addicted
up.
to the conflict and the war and stuff. I think, I don't want to do any major spoilers.
Right.
But I can't see it being a happy ending.
Of course not. It's a sad show. You said the kids are sad.
Yeah.
The kids are sad and they stay sad. That's it.
Okay.
But yeah.
Now, let's talk about...
No, wait, but before
What?
that,
Yeah.
I need to tell you about this show that I'm watching that is hilarious. Okay. So, the American presidency, right?
I've heard of it. I'm aware of it.
Right. So, have you heard of this show called Designated Survivor?
No.
Okay. So basically, in the event of a catastrophic attack on the American government, at every huge, like the State of the Union or like being sworn in the president, there's like a government official that's chosen as the designated survivor, so that if everyone else gets chefed, they will become the de facto president. So basically,
wait, hold on.
Yeah.
What do they base this on? Is this like the most?
This is true.
The toughest? Is this just the toughest dude though?
It's not the.
Like, how do they know that this person's going to survive? How do they know that if something's killed everyone else, how is this guy still alive? They're like, well, it's definitely going to be Jerry.
No, that's
fucking
not
cockroach.
That's not
He's not going
is.
anywhere.
That's not it. It's literally for everything. Okay, so basically for everything,
he just doesn't get to go to everything.
He just doesn't get to go to the event. They sit him in like a separate.
So it's like a designated driver.
He's not just the coolest dude. That's not it. It's not just the hard. Otherwise, it would be The Rock.
Yeah, I thought
because as we know,
every 4 years,
as we know, The Rock
every
can do
4
anything.
years they swear in Dwayne The Rock Johnson as the designated survivor for the human race.
So basically, the show is about this guy. Just this normal dude. He's in like the housing department of the government.
Yeah.
So he gets fired on the morning of the State of the Union that the president is giving, and then at the State of the Union, the entire Capitol building gets fucking destroyed, like bombed by terrorists. And so suddenly, because he's a designated survivor, he's the president of the United States.
Oh, that sounds so funny.
Yeah.
Wait, what's this on?
It's on Netflix.
Okay, I'm gonna check this out.
No sponsor, so don't download Netflix. So,
or send us money Netflix and we'll plug the show.
Yeah, that's a good way to spin it. Actually, Netflix, if you're one of our 2 listeners, but yeah, I mean, basically the show's so funny because like it's basically what I find funny about is just like the pure level of human suffering. Like he is just one dude doing his fucking best. And everyone, from the one other surviving congressman to the public to the actual terrorist cell that committed the attack, every day of every week of his life, people are just giving him shit constantly. This guy cannot catch a break. It's literally the funniest fucking show I've ever watched.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
It's like the last episode I saw. Like all the governors gathered because like they need to select a new Congress because everyone's dead, and then they're like, Mr. President, can you answer a couple of our questions? And he's like, oh, yeah, sure. Because he's just a nice guy, right?
Yeah.
Most other presidents would be like, get fucked. I'm the president, that's what I would do.
Really? Is that how they... I don't... Okay.
It's in the Constitution, get fucked, I'm the president. It's the 6th Amendment, maybe? But... And they're like, isn't it true that you were fired on the morning of the Capitol attack? And he's like, yeah, that's true, but I was chosen as a designated survivor. He's like, so how can you be expected to lead our country if you weren't even good enough for the president himself? Like literally just constantly giving him shit. I just want to know, do you think that you would be a good designated survivor?
I don't.
Forgetting the fact that you're very English.
So designated survivor, you just don't get to go to any of the stuff.
No. So they pick it like there's one person they pick for every event. Basically, I'm pretty sure it's like they picked him because they picked him because he was getting fired, and it's like, I don't want this dude in my speech.
I thought it was one dude, and he just never goes to anything. They're like, you going to no designated survivor? Fair. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be. Maybe I would want to be the president. But by accident.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, that actually sounds like the best way. No campaign, no nothing.
Yeah, because
just on the technicality.
I think it would be cool. I mean, but I just know I would be a very mean president. I think, basically because
I wouldn't.
I
wouldn't vote for you,
dick. We're literally family. If I went to the White House, you would probably like live in like the guest house of the White House.
Do they have a guest house?
I'm sure they do. It's probably just not interesting enough to put on all the TV shows.
Homeless Brothers Ward.
I mean, to be honest, and if I was the president, I could just make one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I don't understand, right? If you're the president, obviously I know there's so much, for want of a better political term, rigmarole that you have to go through to get anything done.
What are we talking about?
I'm talking about the presidency and how I think I'm campaigning is what I'm doing. I don't know what you're doing. You're missing out.
We've gone so far.
Have we gone off the rail? Okay, yeah. So
of the topic.
So anyway, back to the '86, and then
I don't know what is that just talking about this show.
It's a really good show.
I will watch the show.
I like it. Yeah, I like it, and I find it funny. Okay,
we've just cleared an hour.
Oh yeah,
and there's still a couple of things that we haven't spoken. We haven't spoken about like our main picks for the season, or even what's going to want to watch next season.
I mean, this season was kind of had a very clear winners and very clear losers, didn't it?
So my top 3: Ranking of Kings, Demon Slayer, and Attack on Titan.
Obviously, yeah. Is there even any real point in continuing the conversation from there? To be honest,
possibly like this kind of one of the strongest seasons we've had in the past few years.
I disagree with that.
What?
I disagree that it's one of the strongest. Okay, I guess no. In terms of shows, yes. But you know, okay, you know what?
But like in terms of sheer like moments, what we haven't had a season with like Demon Slayer did 3 back-to-back
slappers,
world-breaking episodes. Yeah. Attack on Titan did 2 back-to-back crazy episodes.
It won't stop. But you know what's actually crazy? Princess Connect did 2 back-to-back slappers as well. And the fucking nuts thing is that
I don't want to hear.
I'm not even kidding.
I don't want to hear about Princess Connect.
I'm not even kidding.
We're talking about the
rumbling. You need to listen to me. You need to listen to me.
Hashira versus
you have to listen.
6th level
right?
demon.
I'm telling you.
Tell me about Princess Connect.
I'm telling you, I wouldn't be saying this if I wasn't the most shocked that I have ever been with the sheer quality that came out of those 2 episodes of Princess Connect that I watched.
I can't believe you just said that. I didn't think that's why we were going.
Wish I was lying. Listen, I'm not one to...
I've never even seen that show.
I'm not one to gatekeep shit, alright? I watch all of the stuff so I can have a rounded opinion on all the things that have come out, right? Which is why,
to be fair, my diet has been very shonen.
Yeah, I'm not gonna... I'm expanding my palate, right? I'll watch... My philosophy on anything is that as long as it's good and entertaining, I'll do it. You know, there are some...
Japanese and animated as well.
Exactly, yeah. As long as...
That's a criteria.
As long as it's good, as long as it's nice, I'll do it. Like, for example, there are some boys who don't watch Euphoria because they think it's a girl show, but it's just good TV.
Yeah, no, I've been getting into that as well.
Yeah, exactly. It's just shit like that. Like,
that shit's heavy.
I don't adhere to stuff like that. So even if a show is even if a show is called Princess Connect Redive,
there's a thing. I'm not shitting on Princess Connect, and I don't. It's not gender norms that are causing my disbelief.
Right.
It's. I've never heard Princess Connect mentioned in the same
sentences
in the same arena as Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer.
That's just how good these two
Ranking of
episodes were.
Kings. All the 3 shows I mentioned were nominated for Anime of the Year in the Crunchyroll Awards. Princess Connect was nowhere to be seen. Are you telling me they were snubbed?
I think so. Like, okay, literally, it's one of these, like, you know, it's one of these shows that you watch at like 4 a.m. when there's nothing else to really watch, or when you're like, you know, super out of your state of mind or whatever, and then you decide, all right, let me smack this on. Let's see what that's about.
You can say hi.
Can I? I'm not sure if we're legally covered. I mean,
are you on probation?
We're already on trouble for the pirating. We've been stealing copyrighted music. Someone's been stealing copyrighted music.
Stop listing our crimes. I'm gonna have to cut this bit out.
Cut this out. But like, it's like a show that I didn't expect to have that level of quality to it, and then it just brought out 2 absolute bangers of episodes. And I'm not one to gatekeep.
has it always been at this level, or is this season?
This is the second
else?
season of Princess. So
Yeah.
by the way, it's difficult to get a second season in and of itself. Anyway,
Yeah.
like a lot of shows. So that's something you shouldn't shake your head at that.
Fine, I guess I'm gonna have to watch Princess Connect.
I don't want to force you to watch Princess Connect, but it's the same.
You're not forced. Your recommendation is I'm
It's the same-
desperate to watch it. I'm waiting for us to finish. So I can...
It's the same reason that
yeah.
I hesitated to watch like fucking what was it, Madoka Magica, because it was
That's sick. Though.
yeah, because on the surface it was so, you know, like fluffy and
Magical girls.
yeah, and that's I never wanted to say that I was a fan of magical girls because god,
It's normally indicative of a
the
creep.
stigma alone.
Yeah, the stigma surrounding the
Yeah,
magical
you
girl
can't.
fandom.
I mean, I guess to be honest, if I'm trying to be a Sigma male, I have to come clean about the fact that I love magic. Hang on, what's wrong with your lighting right now? You just went like, is there something below 144p?
Wait, hold on.
You look like you're not real. You're like a shitty rendering of a person.
I had this.
I could
light
draw you in
on,
Microsoft
and
Paint.
It appears to have run out of battery.
That's fucked up. Is this more of your girlfriend's setup?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh. See how long that lasts. She's talking to me about the presidency for too long. Running out of losing light
Okay,
here.
sorry. Okay, so you want to know my top 3 picks for this season?
Yeah.
So obviously it's Demon Slayer. It's Attack on fucking Titan, and
Yeah.
and I think Rusty Abyssco has had an incredibly strong opening showing.
Rusty Abyssco.
You haven't seen that?
No, it sounds like.
Sabiku Abyssco? You haven't watched that yet?
Why'd you say Rusty?
Rust Eater. That's what it's called in English.
Ah.
Adult.
What? No, that's completely gone under the radar.
Seriously?
for me.
Okay, yeah. I mean, to be honest,
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff that's coming out. Nothing that would really like make a proper top 3, but like that's actually.
Yeah.
Like, but it is like that show. That's it's gonna be a banger very
Okay, yeah.
soon.
Next week we're doing not Attack on Titan. Sorry, we're doing Demon Slayer.
Just a full like.
Full
Deep dive.
overview, season 1 to now. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's gonna be really fun.
Because I've just got too much to say about all of that. Ranking of Kings. What do you think of
Ranking of Kings? I've watched the first 7 episodes and I really enjoyed them, and then
It
haven't
gets mental.
gone more. Oh yeah, I mean,
I was so surprised by it.
to be honest,
And
I
it
always
just-
knew.
it
I
doesn't
knew from the
stop.
theme song that it was going to be a bit of a slapper, right?
Yeah.
Because you can kind of always tell, like with Attack on Titan's theme song right now, that makes me want to punch out the drywall. Like that makes me want to do all kinds of crazy shit every time.
I've got whiplash by the end of it every time.
Oh, by the way, someone on my Instagram requested that we do like a One Piece discussion.
Do we have 3 hours? Well,
I mean, yeah, I think. Okay, so should we
I
say?
think we wait till next month.
Should we
And
say
on
like?
good
Should we say
authority.
100th episode, like big, huge One Piece deep dive, like 3.
100 episodes of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was thinking sooner than that because in 30 days is Roof Piece.
I see. Yeah, to be honest, that's a really good point.
And I'm gonna have to be.
Are you just
talking
saying
about
30 days?
that. Yeah,
The anime is moving pretty slowly, honestly.
that's 4 episodes.
I suppose.
That's 4 weeks.
Okay. Well, was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
We'll have a quick look at. Let me pull up what's coming out next season and see if there's anything particularly exciting.
No.
Okay, so we've looked at Shield Hero season 2,
Mm-hmm. Utter nonsense.
which looks like it won't be as good as the first
Of course
season,
not.
but it's got some interesting
Sure.
stuff. I like the action a lot in that show. We've got Kaguya, Love Is War.
I'm very excited for that. I've been watching clips of the dub, and it's actually a dub that I would consider watching. To be honest,
Really, is the dub good?
it actually sounds really, really funny.
Not as good as the sub,
Never,
surely.
but it just sounds really, really funny.
Okay, and then there was like some There was a couple of shitty isekai. Let me see if I can... One was called Skeleton Knight in Another World.
Ah, I see.
If it's got in Another World in the title...
That's just, you just know it's going to be generic and bad.
This is the synopsis. One day, a gamer played a video game until he fell asleep, and when he woke up, he found himself in the game world.
Boy, oh boy. How do these shows keep on getting picked up? It's like, so imagine this as a movie pitch. Alright.
Yeah.
A genius billionaire playboy philanthropist is disowned by his father, but his name isn't Tony Stark. He's picked up in the world, and one day his inventions almost get him killed. He makes a suit made out of silver, bronze, and other metals, and use it to fight crime. It's like making that movie 1,000 times by 1,000 different. Oh, I'm sorry, but this time he's a skeleton. And I'm like, what? Just what the fuck? How do people keep on getting these shows picked up? It's all the same thing over and over and over again.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
Oh.
It's the only medium where you're allowed to do that. And I think there's some beauty in that.
Okay.
And the other one.
What's nice about it? Yes, everyone gets to tell their own version of the same story. That's fine.
Yeah.
But at some point, you're gonna look at this genre that you love and realize that you hate it now because it's been fucked every 6 ways from Sunday, and no one's doing an original.
Past that. I'm long past that. I despise most of them. Laugh at some of them.
I'm just waiting for the next season of ReZero to come out. That's the last thing that did it right. And Mushoku Tensei, I guess.
Yeah. But then when you watch one, expect them to go in and maybe hate it, maybe laugh at it, and then it's good. Like Mushoku Tensei, when that turned out to be good, I was on my feet applauding just because it wasn't garbage. And the other isekai is called Atomo Game Sekai.
So you mean the Leon, two? They have the same plot, I guess. Let me guess. He falls asleep while playing a video game and wakes up in the game world.
Office Worker Leon is reincarnated into a particularly punishing dating sim video game, where women reign supreme and only beautiful men have a seat at the table.
And he's ugly, I guess, is the plot point.
Yeah, Leon has a secret weapon. He remembers everything from his past life, which includes a complete playthrough of the video game.
Dick.
So, see, this one sounds like one where boobies may be a main
And I'm
focus.
sure, and boobies are on the top of... They're on your list of top 5 things to look for in a show, I think.
It's an aspect. It's an aspect that definitely comes into place. What else is coming out? Kingdom, the 4th season of Kingdom. Is that like... Because I keep hearing that the manga is really good. Is this just...
Yeah, but no one says that about the anime, Kingdom? Which is really weird.
I've never heard anything about
No one says, oh my god, you have to watch Kingdom. Everyone's only like, read Kingdom. Kingdom's so great.
Yeah, it might be a Berserk situation.
Yeah, to be honest. I need to read Berserk, though. Because I'll never watch the show. I saw one clip and was like, you've ruined this for everyone.
Yeah, god awful. Yeah, but, you know.
Right, well, in our last 7 minutes, can I take you to Comic Corner? Let you know what I've been up to?
Do you mind, like, once again?
What do you mean?
I've got notes, I've got an order. First you take me on a 15-minute tangent about American politics.
That wasn't about politics,
and then
that was just
suddenly
about 2 shows about presidency.
You're rushing me to get to the next segment of the show. Okay.
To be honest, I think the more you draw attention to it, and you're not just like a free-flowing host, the more it you can never be a Jimmy Kimmel.
I never claimed
or a Jimmy Fallon, let alone a Jimmy Carr.
Host. I never claimed to be a free-flowing host. I'm like a head teacher. We're keeping strictly to the schedule. All right, fine. No, we may. Let's go on to Comic Book Corner.
Is there music for Comic Book Corner?
No, you don't get any music.
Can you just play a bit of music?
Okay.
Okay, welcome to Comic Book Corner. My name is Zach Kayani, and this is my co-host, Lamil. I think that might be a better name for our show.
My name is Zach Kanye, and this is my co-host Lamel.
Comic Book Corner, you fucking... You know,
Oh, the Comic Book Corner.
it's fine. Anyway, so I just wanted to
We've already
give you a quick
social
update.
media's up. People are already aware of the brand. We can't change the name at this
Sure,
point.
man.
We're at 98 views on YouTube.
98?
6 subscribers.
Earlier you said it was 100.
I said almost 100.
Semantics.
Is that? Would you not say 98 is almost
Yeah,
100?
it's true, I guess. Okay, so I want to talk about how there are a lot of characters in Marvel Comics and DC Comics that closely rip each other off, and no one seems to give a shit.
Yeah, it's because it was all happening in the 60s and
Everyone was on coke.
there were no rules. There were no rules. No one was on coke, but
It's
everyone
fucking
was.
crazy. So there's this dude.
Everyone was
right?
waiting for the next
So
war.
I've been reading the Secret Wars, which again, not secret, but like there's this guy. His name is Nighthawk. He is Batman.
Yeah.
He has the same costume. He has the same mannerisms. He even has a butler, and he is just the Batman. Except no one seems to mention it at all, and it's just really, really annoying to me. And I don't think it should be allowed.
When they were making all these characters, Marvel and DC were just going back and forth, like going head to head with each other to see who could rip each other off.
I'm literally reading a comic right now. It's called Squadron Sinister. I can literally equate every single character to one of the members in the Justice League. I don't know which came out first, but it's crazy. So there's Hyperion, who is Superman. There's an Amazonian woman who is Wonder Woman. Obviously, Nighthawk was the Batman. Wizard, which is basically a worse name for the Flash.
Is this Marvel?
This is these are Marvel characters that have existed for decades.
I think I've heard of Hyperion.
Yeah, I've heard of Hyperion too. I think he's like Guardians adjacent.
Yeah.
But
I think it might even be like an homage.
No.
Yeah, it's like not like a parody, but it must be like a nod to the Justice League because that closely.
It's theft is what it is. It's the only word I can fucking think of for it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So is that what you've been reading?
I mean, no, I'm just saying, so Secret Wars has been consistently just going crazy. Constantly. I mean...
So what times have you been reading? Just all of it?
Yeah, so basically every time it sounds interesting, like, I've been reading...
Yeah.
To be honest, I've been reading most things because, to be honest, that's how you discover, like, the niche stuff. Like, because I wouldn't know anything about Old Man Logan if I hadn't read the Secret Wars tie-in.
But then, so you going back...
Okay, so what I'm doing is...
to the start of Old Man Logan.
What I'm doing is I'm reading Secret Wars, and then I'm going to go back and read, like, the original versions of all the comics that I found interesting.
Yeah.
It's like, there's stuff that I won't
So at the moment
read.
you're just going through all the battle worlds and whatever from Secret Wars.
Man, there are so many battle worlds.
There's too much going on.
It's actually crazy, and some of it ties into, like, the actual Secret World story, and some of it has nothing to do with it whatsoever, which makes for more confusing bullshit.
Like, I thought I was reading a lot of it at the time, and I turned out I'd barely even scratched the surface. I think I read some of the Hulk stuff. I think the Fantastic Four stuff was like the mainline stuff. I read the Ultimate Universe tie-ins, and the Old Man Logan stuff. Well, a little bit of it.
Yeah, there's just
that was a lot.
I have a reading list which I haven't. Which is crazy because I also have a reading list for my university, which I'm not.
Which is far less important.
Which I'm not doing. But obviously this is taking priority right now. But it's just a whole, literally, it's a whole other world. And this just makes me think, like, do you know how many issues of, like, Spider-Man there are that I would have to go back to if I wasn't doing Ultimate Spider-Man? If I was just doing, like, regular old Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I would have to read
like 800.
Yeah, I'd have to read like 800 issues, and the part that fucks me up is I'm going to.
You think you're going to go back to 1960s Spider-Man?
I'm going to read all of it.
And read from issue 1.
Yeah, because I need to know what's happening. There's so much stuff going on right now that I need.
Yeah.
There's more that I need to know, and obviously I'll do this for Spider-Man. Probably not met that many others. Probably people associate with the Spider-Verse. I'm very interested in the story of Silk. But that's only because they keep on getting with each other, and I need to know.
They just can't stop.
I need to know that. I need to know why that happens.
That's their thing. They just cannot stop banging.
Yeah, and I'm sure he's married, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And I need to know.
No, I can't. No, you don't understand.
Yeah, I need to know. I need to know who's eating all of the Spider-Men. They said Morlun or something. I need to know who that is.
Those vampire people. So you haven't read Spider-Verse?
I've read
that original run of comics.
No, I haven't read the original Spider-Verse. I read the Battle World Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's basically, and you know, like, I just wish there was a guide, you know? Just like a succinct, proper guide. Just to show you this is all the stuff you need to know. And if there's anything extra, here's the extra shit. But obviously no one has that time. It's just, I just need to learn, to find this shit for myself. What I need to do, my tasks are, I need to learn Japanese, right? So I can keep on reading Classroom of the Elite and not waiting for people to translate it for me.
Yeah, so an easy one to start with.
And then after that I need to read all the Spider-Man comics from the 1960s onwards.
Okay. And
then I'll get a job, I guess.
Yeah, you'll be so...
Old.
You'll be so upset when you realise that after Secret Wars it just all resets and... so much of it is just not canon anymore. It's so confusing after Secret Wars. And they don't ever explain it. Like, Miles Morales is just there now, and it's like, yeah, of course. No one really remembers. Yeah, but it's good. I did try to do that once, but I think I started from mid-2000s run of the Amazing Spider-Man. I think I started reading Spider Island because someone got me that for my birthday or something, and I just tried to go from there because it gets real crazy. Like, he becomes like a billionaire, like Tony Stark type CEO kind of deal. Yeah, it's pretty cool. If you can do that, I'd be very impressed.
I just feel like a long-standing project. There's a lot of stuff I want to read, basically, including actual books. But
too long. No pictures. What have I been? I've been.
I'm sorry to cut you off, Lemon. That's all we have time for today. If you want to get back, into it next week, I don't know. Maybe we can.
Yeah, I've been rewatching Gurren Lagann.
I've actually been doing the same thing, which is so weird.
The first time I watched it, I thought it ended after they defeat the Spiral King, and I just stopped watching.
Silly of you.
So, and then someone was like, "No, there's more." And so now it's like I found the secret second season. So yeah, I'm 2 episodes away from the end. I love that shit. That show is cool as shit. I think Kamina is that's my favorite type of
dude
character trope. Like Naruto, like Inosuke and Demon Slayer or Bakugo.
What loud, petulant children.
Yeah, just loud, obnoxious. But they always just get shit done. It just always works out with them. That's what I love.
Yeah, I can respect that. I think that's very cool.
Yeah, and so once again, we have no letters. So here's where I would move on to the letters segment.
But if you would like to write us letters, the email for the show is...
lemshowletters@gmail.com.
Why is it just lemshow?
Look, I explained this to you last time.
But we haven't had any letters, so you can still change the fucking email.
It's just that the email is where I've got all this stuff set up to all the accounts to this email.
So, okay, all I'm hearing is that I originally wasn't supposed to be a part of this.
No, because you didn't want to.
I did. Always I did. Otherwise I wouldn't be sitting here right now.
You weren't present.
Right. Okay. So the email is apparently lemshow@gmail.
lemshowletters@gmail.com. But, people can get at us on Twitter and on Instagram, which will be in the description. As I said, we really appreciate everyone who's been watching and sharing.
I don't feel like you're enthusiastic enough.
Well, I'm not gonna fake it. This is my appreciation.
You don't sound very appreciative, though. If this was you trying...
please.
Oh my god, I'm coming.
Oh my god, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching and sharing. No, seriously, we appreciate everyone who's watching, sharing. Hope you're enjoying it. You know, get in touch. Let us know what you think.
See, and now you sound desperate. God, it's just always...
Please, there's no middle ground. I'm
always flip-flopping.
I'm all over the place. Please like and share.
I'm begging you, please, like and share.
Yeah, okay, so that's all I've got to say.
Same with
Should
me.
we wrap it up there?
All right.
You know, thanks for listening. I've been Lemuel Kayani.
And I have been and will be Zach Kayani.
Alright, and we'll see you guys next week. We'll be discussing Demon Slayer. Hopefully not later.
Happens.
But yeah.
A lot of stuff happens. Shit happens, guys. Are you going to play our outro music?
Yes, I will.